Our story begins with Yoon, a young woman with three handsome brothers. One day, on her way home from buying lunch, she encounters her brother's ex-girlfriend, who is causing a commotion. The ex-girlfriend is upset and begins to physically assault Yeon with her friends. Yoon intervenes, confronting her brothers and demanding to know who is responsible for the assault. No one responds, and Yoon becomes increasingly frustrated. She threatens to post embarrassing photos of the ex-girlfriend's brothers on social media if they don't confess. Eventually, one of the brothers admits to being involved. Yoon is furious and confronts the brother, accusing him of breaking the ex-girlfriend's heart. The brother defends themselves, claiming that they are popular and have many admirers. From this experience, Yoon develops a dislike for handsome men. Our story then introduces Kang, a handsome young man who is known for his artistic talent. One day, while sketching in a restaurant, Kang notices a woman being ignored by her boyfriend. He approaches her and asks for her phone number, which she willingly gives him. Later, Kang encounters the woman's boyfriend in the bathroom and jokingly hands him the napkin with the woman's number written on it. The boyfriend is surprised and warns Kang that the woman does not love him and is not easily satisfied. Meanwhile, Yoon's brother, who is also a student at the same school where Yoon works as a coach, is admired by many girls. Yoon, however, is determined to prevent him from getting involved in any romantic relationships due to her own negative experiences. One day, Yoon receives a call from her boyfriend, Young, who invites her to dinner. Yoon believes that Young is proposing marriage and is excited about the prospect. She consults with a friend about choosing a suitable outfit for the occasion. However, her friend disapproves of Yoon's choice and insists on helping her select something more appropriate. Yoon's friend reluctantly agrees after Yoon threatened her, and Yoon meets with Young for dinner. During their conversation, Yoon feels a sense of excitement and anticipation. She believes that Young is about to propose and is eagerly waiting for the moment. To Yoon's surprise, Young instead reveals that he wants to end their relationship. He explains that he is seeking a partner who is more compatible with his social and financial status. Yoon is devastated by the rejection and leaves the restaurant feeling heartbroken. She confides in her friend, who offers comfort and support. Yoon tries to move on and focus on other aspects of her life, such as her love of food. Meanwhile, Kang is reflecting on his own past experiences. He recalls a time when he was overweight and bullied in school. His poor hygiene and social isolation made him feel lonely and rejected. However, his doctor advised him to face his fears and overcome it. Kang was determined to change his circumstances and worked hard to improve his appearance and lifestyle. He decided to do what the doctor told him. Now, as a successful and handsome young man, Kang attends a party where he is admired by many women. However, Yoon, who is present at the party, remains indifferent to his charms. She is still bitter about her past experiences and views all handsome men with suspicion. Kang notices Yoon and recognizes her as the girl he had a crush on when they were younger. He also remembers how she was the one who had encouraged him to improve himself. However, Kang is hesitant to approach her due to his own insecurities and the fear of rejection. As the party continues, Kang becomes overwhelmed by his emotions and experiences a panic attack. He leaves the party abruptly. Kang struggles to sleep, haunted by memories of the past. He seeks advice from a doctor who suggests carrying a photo of the woman he's obsessed with. The doctor believes this will help him control his thoughts and avoid physical discomfort. Meanwhile, Yoon is invited on a date by her friend because her friend will go on a date with her boyfriend. Her friend advises her to dress stylishly and be charming for the occasion. That evening, they go to a restaurant and are surprised to discover that Kang with her friend's boyfriend. Kang had orchestrated the meeting as a trick to meet Yoon. Kang suggests that they leave Yoon's friend and her lover alone for a while, and Yoon agrees. They go off together, and Kang, he believes that his attractiveness is the primary reason for Yoon's interest, expresses his desire to be engaged. However, Yoon rejects his proposal because he is attractive and handsome and she hates this boys. Kang surprising and causing him to experience physical distress. Kang tries to compose himself and goes for a walk around the school. He sees Yoon coaching the racing team and remembers the doctor's advice. He asks his secretary to take a photo of Yoon, pretending to be lost in thought. Later, in his office, he examines the photo and notices that Yoon had seen him taking it, looking at him with fear. Yoon's friend informs her that Kang is the school owner's son, demanding that she treat him with respect or face dismissed from school. As Kang walks past the playground, Yoon waves at him, startling him. He quickly gets into his car and notices Yoon still waving, realizing that his expensive car might be the reason for her attention. In a staff meeting, Yoon's coworkers are surprised to find a healthy spread of fruits and vegetables. They expected the usual grilled meats. Yoon's boss, Kang, witnesses this and becomes annoyed. A doctor at the school offers Yoon a piece of meat, knowing her love for food. He also has a hidden motive, to get closer to her. He then poses a hypothetical question. If a student in your team bullied another student, calling them ugly and fat, what would you do? Yoon becomes defensive, claiming the student was telling the truth. This sparks a heated argument between her and Kang. To de-escalate the situation, Yoon's friend accidentally spills a drink on Kang. Yoon's friend convinces her to apologize to Kang or risk losing her job. Reluctantly, Yoon apologizes, but Kang refuses to accept it, citing her past bullying behavior. Frustrated, Yoon confronts him, leading to a tense moment where Kang is cornered. Finally, he relents and accepts her apology. Later, Yoon's co-workers search for Kang, who has disappeared. When asked about him, Yoon claims to know nothing. Meanwhile, Kang visits a doctor, complaining of a racing heartbeat whenever Yoon is near. The doctor suggests he might be in love, but Kang dismisses the idea. Feeling overwhelmed, Kang avoids work and seeks another doctor's advice. He's diagnosed with stress and told to take a break. The next day, Yoon finds an apple on her desk, a gesture from the doctor. She later discovers a childhood photo of her and Kang. Noticing how much he's changed, she wishes he were still the same. When Kang returns to work, Yoon asks him to sign off on her racing team's budget. Assuming she wants to spend more time with him, Kang agrees. That night, Kang waits nervously for Yoon to arrive at his house. She brings lemonade and starts discussing the budget. Kang's anxiety intensifies when she goes to the bathroom. While Yoon is lost in the villa, she accidentally spills her drink and removes her shirt. As she sits next to Kang to explain the budget, he becomes overwhelmed and leaves. Yoon follows him, and they accidentally bump into each other, leading to a moment of closeness. Kang carries her out of the villa and reflects on his feelings for her. A few days later, Yoon sees Kang on a date with another woman. She observes the woman's eating habits and can't help but compare her to herself. Back at home, Kang imagines Yoon by his side, but his fear of rejection holds him back. Kang eventually decides to face his fears and give Yoon flowers. However, his nerves get the better of him and he throws the flowers away. He seeks help from his doctor, who encourages him to confront his feelings. Yoon witnesses Kang receiving a hug from someone else, leading her to believe he might be interested in men. When they meet again, Yoon asks about her racing team and offers him advice. Kang, determined to pursue his dreams, proposes a new training facility for Yoon's team. Yoon is overjoyed, but her past experiences with Kang make her hesitate. She reveals she has feelings for someone else. Devastated, Kang confides in his friend. Yoon, feeling guilty, decides to tell Kang she's open to friendship. As they get closer, Yoon pushes Kang away, realizing they're better off as friends. Kang apologizes and walks Yoon home. They are attacked by two men who turn out to be Yoon's sisters. Relieved that there's no one else in her life, Kang celebrates. Kang was overjoyed to learn that Yoon was single. He danced the night away, filled with excitement. The next day, he was waiting for her, and when his friend saw him, she ran over and hugged him. She had an idea maybe they were just friends. Kang, eager to show his affection, brought her a cake and tried to hug her, but Yoon firmly refused Kang hug her. The next day at school, Kang stood watching her play on the playground. He seemed content just observing her. His assistant noticed his newfound happiness. Yoon went to see the doctor, who had a bag of chips. Yoon, a food lover, tried to steal some and eventually succeeded. She then fell and injured her leg. The doctor had to treat her, and when Kang arrived, he saw the doctor examining Yoon's leg. Enraged, Kang yelled at the doctor, pushed him away, and told him to never touch Yoon again. Kang drags Yoon outside and yells at her not to get close to anyone else or he'll punish her. He leaves her and walks to his office, furious about what he saw. He grabs his phone, looks at their pictures, zooms in, and mutters, "She's so sweet, so beautiful." Yoon is surprised by his jealousy and confronts Kang's friend to find out the truth. After persistent questioning, the friend confesses his feelings for her and reveals his desire for revenge. Yoon is shocked. She goes back to Kang, tells him the truth, and accuses him of being a liar. She demands he stay away from her. Kang leaves, furious at his friend. The friend explains he told Kang to stay away because of Yoon's greed and her past violence, including breaking his arm. Yoon goes to school, feeling hopeless. Her friend tries to convince her to keep going, but Yoon eventually gives up, saying she has no one left. She decides to distance herself from any handsome young man in her life. Her friend continues to support her. One day, Yoon goes to Kang's office to confront him. The manager forces her to change his car's oil and become his driver as punishment. Upset, Yoon visits a doctor and asks for something to eat. She tells the doctor about her problems with Kang. The doctor suggests a plan. He'll hit Kang if Yoon gives him a signal. Yoon deletes all their pictures. Kang tries to do the same but struggles to delete the sweet memories. Yoon's friend informs her that Kang is inviting everyone to a fancy restaurant. Yoon reluctantly agrees to go, even if it means seeing Kang. At the restaurant, Kang asks Yoon not to drink lemonade because she's his driver. One day, Yoon sits with the doctor, feeling upset. She drinks a lot of lemonade, feels dizzy, and passes out. Kang goes out behind her to take his car keys, but Yoon refuses to give him. She faints and the doctor intervenes, but Kang tries to stop him, leading to a fight. Yoon sees this and leaves. When Kang and the doctor finish fighting, they can't find Yoon. They go to her house, but her siblings don't know where she is. A taxi arrives and they hide. Yoon gets out of the taxi and goes inside. The next day, her friend tells her she stole Kang's car while unconscious. Yoon is surprised and realizes that when she drinks too much lemonade, she can't remember anything. The school principal arrives in a taxi, bringing Yoon medicine to counter the effects of the lemon juice she drank yesterday. He asks her friends if they think he tried to poison her or if she intended to steal his car. They all agree that she doesn't remember anything. Kang finds out that his secretary gave Leon a lot of work. He goes to the secretary and yells at him, saying that only he can assign tasks to Leon. The doctor hears from his friend Yeon that she hates handsome guys. He tries to make himself look less attractive and buys her food, knowing she loves it. The doctor asks Yeon to go to dinner with him. She agrees and brings a very expensive dress. She tells him that it's the first time she's worn an expensive dress like this and that it looks bad on her. He tells her that it's the most beautiful dress he's ever seen and that she looks elegant in it. Kang finds out that Yoon has gone on a date with the doctor. He gets angry and shocked. The doctor confesses to everyone in the restaurant that he admires Yoon and has loved her since the first time he saw her. After they leave, Yoon returns the dress to the doctor, refusing to take it because it's too expensive. She thanks him for the compliment but says she doesn't believe his intentions. Kang sits alone, crying and talking to his doll, Mr. Potato, about Yoon. The next day, Kang sees Yoon sitting with the doctor. He yells at her to come to his office immediately and tells her that her work is unsatisfactory. He asks her to write a report about the school team. Yoon gets angry but tries to calm herself down. She writes the report and leaves the office, but Kang is absent. He calls her and tells her to go to his house and bring the report. When Yoon arrives at Kang's house, she notices his interest in Mr. Potato. He denies it and says he'll throw the doll away soon. As Yoon enters the kitchen, Mr. Potato tells her that Kang is lying and that he loves him. He says that Kang would never throw him away because he eats anything. Yoon decides to try the food that Mr. Potato made. She starts eating and finds it delicious. She also takes the medicine. Kang asks Yoon to go home and tells her that he has an important appointment and doesn't want to shop or go with him. Yoon insists on going with him because she wants to know who he's meeting. She gets upset and angry, thinking he might be going on a date with his daughter. She starts fighting with someone on the street who has nothing to do with the situation. Just as she's about to hit the person, a hero arrives and pretends that he is the person she's fighting with. Yoon is still upset with Kang because he didn't tell her who he was meeting. She goes home upset, and her brother finds her. He knows she's upset because of Polana and offers to beat him up for her. Yoon declines, saying she can handle it herself. As Yoon sleeps, she remembers something that happened a long time ago, which led to the death of her parents. The next day, she sits on the sofa and cries, remembering what she did and how it caused her problems. Kang appears in front of her and confesses his love at the wrong time, when she just needs comfort. Kang hears Yoon hitting him with a pen one day and doesn't understand why. He feels sad and goes to his doctor for advice. The doctor tells him to never give up and to express his feelings. The next day at school, Yoon is sad and absent-minded. The doctor takes off her clothes and puts his hand on her head to comfort her. He removes his hand and tells her that dogs can't hold her while she's eating. Every time Kang tries to talk to Yoon, she runs away and refuses to talk to him. She also sends him the school team reports by email to avoid seeing him. Yoon goes to rest in her room and is surprised to find the doctor standing in front of her. He tells her that he'll appear to her everywhere until she tells him why she's doing this. Kang continues to look at Yoon's pictures from when she was young and tells her that she was very beautiful. He tries to get close to her, but she pushes him away. One day, Yoon goes to her friend and tells her what happened. Her friend is surprised and asks Yoon what she thinks about the doctor. Yoon says that from another perspective, the doctor might have been thrown away from the kids like a child. She doesn't understand why the doctor is still trying to be with her. In another side, Kang was crying because he didn't know why Yoon did that. When Kang comes home, he finds Yoon and tells her that it's not good to ignore him like this and that they need to talk. She tells him that he should to get away from her and goes to drink lemon juice. She calls Kang on video and tells him that if she told him to stay away from her, he should believe her and stay away. She says that he doesn't love her and that he shouldn't listen to her. To Yoon's surprise, the doctor comes to her house that same day. She asks him to promise that he won't stay away from her, even if she asks him to. He doesn't know that the lemon juice made her unconscious. The next day, when Yoon came to, she realized that she was the one who had called him. She was shocked. He agreed to do whatever she said, seeing this as his perfect opportunity. He forced her to be his personal driver and would tease her daily. One day, she told him she was going on a school trip the next day with the students and the school doctor. To her surprise, Kang was already ready for the trip before the students were even prepared. He assigned a task to the doctor to keep him from joining the trip and basically kept a close eye on Yoon throughout the entire day. He would constantly compliment her, calling her beautiful, but would also try to scare her by saying that the ocean water was full of bacteria. Yoon was stubborn and insisted on going in the water anyway. The doctor, determined to keep an eye on her, followed them and caught up with them at the end of the day. Yoon begged him to leave her alone and stop making her worry about him, but Kang ignored her pleas. He was determined to keep her by his side. Yoon repeatedly called her friend, asking her to come to the trip to save her from both Kang and the doctor. Her friend arrived and they all went out to dinner. Kang kept kicking Yoon under the table and she excused herself to the bathroom. When she came out, Kang was waiting for her in the garden and told her he knew she loved him. He then left. Her friend asked her what had happened and assumed that something romantic had occurred between her and Kang. Kang sent Yoon a message asking her to meet him. She agreed and went to see him, wearing a mask to prevent him from kissing her again. Every time he tried to get closer, she would pull away. Meanwhile, the doctor asked his family to help him become the principal of the school instead of Kang. The next day, the doctor went to Yoon's house and told her that he would be the new principal instead of Kang. He brought her a cake as a gift, and Yoon was thrilled. She ate it all, being a big fan of food. Her friend was surprised at how much she ate alone. Her friend explained to her that if she continued to ignore Kang, he might eventually get bored and leave her. However, deep down, Yoon didn't want Kang to leave. She went to him without warning, kissed him, and then left, thinking he would give up on her. Later, she sat alone and wondered why she had done that, and what she hoped to achieve. Kang went to his grandmother and begged her to let him remain the principal, but she refused. The doctor was determined to become the principal, and both of them were doing this to get closer to Yoon. The next day, Yoon discovers that the doctor has become the school principal. Upset by this, she realizes she won't see Kang as often. She meets the doctor and confesses her love, but to her shock, he reveals his feelings for Kang. Heartbroken, she leaves and finds Kang waiting for her with a drawing. They agree to go out and have fun at an amusement park and cinema. While watching a sad movie, Kang starts crying. Yoon is surprised and asks why he's so emotional. He replies that he's easily affected by movies and asks her why she doesn't cry. She explains that she's not easily moved by fictional stories. Yoon then asks Kang if his feelings for her can endure her coldness. He assures her that he'll never leave her because of that. One day, Yoon recalls a past incident where she bullied Kang. Feeling guilty, she had wanted to apologize but couldn't due to a tragic accident that claimed her parents' lives. Despite her rejection, the doctor continues to pursue her, offering her gifts and kindness. Yoon meets Kang and admits her past mistakes. Kang assures her that he loves her unconditionally. The next day, Yoon confronts Kang about his wealth and status, feeling insecure about their differences. She asks him to break up before their relationship becomes more serious. Shocked and hurt, Kang begs her not to leave. Suddenly, Kang's mother appears, overjoyed to see her son with someone he loves. She welcomes Yoon into their family. Embarrassed, Yoon leaves. Over time, Yoon's cold behavior alienates Kang, who finds solace in his friendship with Mr. Potato. Kang's feelings for Yoon remain strong, and he misses her deeply. He visits her house and confesses his love. Yoon, still struggling with her past, rejects him and blames him for her family's tragedy. Despite her efforts to distance herself, she can't resist her feelings for him. Yoon finally tells Kang that she doesn't love him and walks away. Heartbroken, Kang follows her and insists that she's lying. He vows to never leave her, no matter what. Yoon, overwhelmed by her own emotions, tells him not to chase after dreams that won't come true. Kang's condition deteriorates as he misses Yoon. He visits her house, hoping to express his love and longing. Yoon, feeling guilty and conflicted, tells him about her past and leaves. She spends a day crying and is comforted by the doctor, who tries to calm her down. Meanwhile, Kang becomes increasingly agitated and blames the doctor for Yoon's absence. Yoon's friend tries to cheer her up by suggesting a night out. They take photos and send them to Kang, who sees them and gets into a car accident. Yoon receives a call about the accident but finds Kang unharmed at home. He explains that he lost his phone in the accident. Yoon asks why he came to her house, and she finally confesses her love and admiration for him, admitting that she was lying before. "I love you too," he said, "but I can't make you laugh anymore." He confessed, "I'm actually responsible for your parents' deaths." He pleaded, "Please stay away from me. You need to forget about this." One day she showed up at his house again. He tried to turn her away, saying she didn't deserve him, but she insisted on coming in. To her surprise, his doctor was there. The doctor had let her in. They sat down to talk. "I was joking," he said, "but I was scared to tell you the truth. He asked her to leave. She listened and walked away, heartbroken. Even though she rejected him multiple times, he was still the only one who made her happy. He was especially nervous around his doctor. One day, he made a strange request. He asked the doctor to cut a thread in his shirt. The doctor was so terrified of him that his hand shook. Accidentally, the doctor ripped the shirt. That night, she couldn't sleep. She got up and left the house, following her brothers. She kept going back to his house, even though he told her to go home. She insisted on staying with him and being close to him. "We can be together like any other couple," he said, "but I don't know how to do this honestly." "I know how," she replied. "The important thing is that you do what I do. Just follow my lead." Meanwhile, her older brother discovered that she was not at home. He knew she would definitely meet Kang. He called her friend and asked for Kang's address. They went to Yun's place. She told Kang that she knew everything and suggested they start by dancing. She danced in a really silly way. Suddenly, her big brother and her friend burst in. Her brother grabbed her and started to drag her away. She yelled at him, "How can you do this? A guy and his girlfriend want to spend some time together. What does it have to do with you?" Her brother told her she would never see Kang again. Yun insisted that was impossible and picked up something to hit him with. She declared, "He will actually be my husband." He told her that was ridiculous and said Kang was too young to handle the responsibility of a house. She replied, "It's none of your business. We love each other." The next day, her friend saw her. "What was she wearing?" she asked. Yun told her, "It's better that I saw you before I saw who saw you. What the hell are you doing? You're going to disgrace us, my daughter. Oh God, for the one I'm with." She left because of her feeling of embarrassment. Her friend gave her something else and said, "This will be much better for you." When Kang met her to go to the restaurant, he kept staring at her. Her brother saw him and looked at her disapprovingly. He told Kang that his looks were very bad and that he should respect himself. They threatened to beat him up and show him his other face. The doctor still did nothing except bring Yoon chocolate and food to seduce her. He asked her to have dinner together, and Yoon agreed but told him to stay away from her and stop loving her. The doctor realized that Yoon loved Kang and decided to stay away from her. Yoon hugged him and told him he was a nice person. The doctor told her he felt like he would die that night and run away from the restaurant. By chance, Kang saw him. Kang returned to Yoon so they could be together. Yoon told her friend everything, and they planned for this. Yoon told her friend to be quiet so that her brothers didn't hear her. Yoon's relationship with Kang developed, and Kang asked Yoon to marry her. Her brothers agreed. Kang made her a white dress, just like her dream dress, and they got married. And the series ends. Don't forget to subscribe to the Movies Room channel, like it, and activate the notification bell so that the videos reach you first.